Nation. Say me in the chat, and we want to welcome you to our very last one of 2024. All right, you guys. Well, tonight you're in for a treat. We're going to talk about how to really finish this month, but also this year strong. Finish it with pride. Finish it feeling great about yourself, about your business, about where you're going. And, we were at dinner tonight. My sister's in town, and we had a girls' dinner. And my mom had us all go around and share a word, our word for the year. Do you guys have a word for the year? Put it in the chat if you've got a word for the year. And my word is thrive. I've been saying thrive in 2025. Yes, it's cheesy. I don't really care. It's stuck in my head. But what it means to me is everything that I do, the people I allow in my life, the goals that I set, the habits that I put in place, the choices that I make, is it allowing me to thrive? Because if it's not, goodbye. And that's really the filter that I am running everything through in this new year. Oh, I love this. Exceed, intention, mindset change, growth, determined. Yes, you guys. Yes. And I had thought about tonight what we're going to talk about, and I was going to talk about some goal setting, but y'all know how this team works. We ain't ready. We're not going to goal set for the new year yet. We're going to do that next call because we've got some stuff. We have some unfinished business in 2024. Do you feel like that? You're like, I have some unfinished business shine like a diamond. I love it. Commitment, grow. Unfinished business for 2024. And so I'm going to lead us off tonight, and then a couple of the other diamonds on our team are going to share just some tips and what is on their heart of how you can finish your unfinished business. And so I want to ask you, when the clock strikes midnight tomorrow night, how do you want to feel about your business? How do you want to feel about yourself? And you guys, there is I ordered it, but I haven't read it yet. There's a book out there Mel Robbins wrote called Let Them. And I love this concept so much because while there's so much we cannot control, and maybe you've had to be around crazy family during the holidays. Maybe you've had to deal with some kind of trauma and drama going on. Maybe you've got stuff going on in your own family, in your marriage, with your kids, right? Stuff is going to happen out of our control. That is life. The only thing that we have control over is how we respond to it. That's it. And so what that means in the next 24 hours, whatever has happened in 2024 has happened. It's happened. It's done. Whatever has happened has happened. Maybe your business is on fire. Maybe you feel like your business is in the toilet. I don't know where you are, but you have a choice of how you're going to end this year. Believe it or not, whether your points are where you want them to be, not where you want them to be, rank is where you want it to be. Maybe you pictured yourself at a totally different rank and you're not there. Okay, so what are you going to do about it? Are you going to have a pity party? Are you going to be like, well, it didn't happen. I worked so hard and it didn't happen. Or are you going to say, you know what? I'm going to give it all I got in the next 24 hours, because what you do is going to bleed over into 2025. Your 2025 starts right now. And you guys know I share it all the time, my running journey. I decided to start running after 18 years of not being consistent, having been a runner, in July, in the heat, out of shape, I just started. Guess what, guys? You have to just start. And you can decide to just start with whatever that habit is, with whatever needs to happen in your business today, on December 30th. And it is going to be, you're not going to wait for the first to have a whole new outlook, to have a better mindset, to have a better work ethic, to show up differently in your business. You can decide to do it right now. And you can decide to finish the year lifting your head up, feeling proud, feeling excited, feeling enthusiastic. You can decide that right now. So that's my little piece of advice. And, because so many times I would wait for the first, or I would wait for a Monday, or I would wait for all the stars to line up, right? To finally make the decision. But you can make the decision now. You can make the decision to be all in with your business, to be just that blind faith of, I don't know how, but some way, somehow, I'm going to make this happen. I have this dream in my heart and I'm going to make this happen. And it could be chaos going on around you, but you have control, right, over how you respond to it. So that's my little piece of advice. I don't know who's going to go next, but I'm going to open it up. I think that Emily and Kinley and Jen, so whoever wants to share next, unmute and go. And they're going to share their tip.
I can go next.
Yay. Oh, and look at Emily's shirt.
I got this from one of Kinley's girls.
I love it.
The diamond era, it says on the back. I'm in my diamond era.
Oh my gosh, could somebody send the link to that? Like, where do we order that?
I don't remember her name. Kinley, you'll have to send the link. Okay, so okay, we were talking about we were gonna all give a tip. But I have more of an inspirational thing, kind of like Marianne's. And it's actually kind of funny because I was talking to my husband, Reed. I was like, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? And then all of a sudden, right before the Zoom, he sends me this text message of this really cool graphic that he actually found. I was like, I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to share with you something that Reed actually found. It's called Stop Saying These 10 Phrases. And I'm not going to say all 10 of them because I don't think all 10 of them necessarily apply to what we do here, but I thought that some of them were super impactful. And I can send these to the chats too if you guys really want to see it or remember some of them. But the first one is stop saying, I will try. How many times have you guys heard somebody on your team say, I'm trying or whatever, right? Trying is failing, right? You either do it or you don't, right? So that was one of them. Another one that I really liked was I can't do it. When you already say that and you put it out into the universe, I can't do it, you're right. You cannot do it. So instead of saying I cannot, say I can do it. I will do it, right? Another one to stop saying is stop saying it's impossible or it's too hard or whatever, right? The only way that you will achieve the impossible is just like that last one, is when you believe it is possible, when you put it out into the universe that it is possible, that you can do this, right? Stop saying I don't have enough time, right? I think that that's a really big one that we hear a lot, or maybe we say a lot. I don't have enough time to do this. I got work, I got kids, I got husband, I got things, right? We all have the exact same amount of time every single day. Some of us just choose how to use it wiser, right? And how to use that time in our best interest, right? So stop saying I don't have enough time because we all have the same amount of time. Stop saying I need more and fill in the blank. I need more time. I need more money. I need more business builders. I need a bigger network, right? I need more experience. None of this is true, right? You get to create those things yourself, right? You don't need them. You get to go out and find them. Stop saying I know. This one might sting a little bit, but stop saying I know. Like if your sponsor is giving you some advice, or maybe you're listening to a training like right now, stop saying like, oh, I know that, or I've done that, because when you say I know, you're assuming that you have nothing else to learn, right? And we always are constantly learning and growing in this business. So don't say I know. You want to learn more and grow more. And the last one I'm going to share is stop saying I can't change who I am, or stop saying like I can't do that, right? People always think like I don't have a big enough network. I'm not extroverted enough. I don't have enough friends. Stop saying those things. People who think those things, just like the first few ones that I was saying, it's already in your mindset and you can't change anything when it's stuck in your brain like that, right? You have to have the power to change and you will change those things. So, those are my little tips.
Love that, Emily. You're going to have to send that graphic out because
Yes,
that's
I can
really,
do
that's
that.
so I love it. That's so powerful. Okay, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Yay, Kinley.
Okay. So I feel like there's like so much that I could say these last 2 days of the month. This is like a time where I think people that have hit their goals slow down, or people who think they can't hit their goals slow down. And I think both of those are are negative things. I think when you're in network marketing, I feel like if you hit your goal early on, you set another goal, right? That's a huge thing that I think people are like, phew, I hit Ruby, I'm just going to chill for the next few days. No, because everything you do these next 2 days sets you up for your future. So in network marketing, in this business, we don't stop, you guys. So that's something huge that I've seen here and there, where it's like, when you have hit your goal, remember, number one, depending on where you're at with your goal, you either have a team under you or you don't. But if you have a team under you, you still have to push for them. You still have to show up for them. It's ingrained in my brain, you guys. My leader said to me, speed of the leader, speed of the team. Okay. And that's do you I've hit my goal. I'm a diamond right now. I could sit back and do nothing right now and I would still be a diamond. But I would never do that because I'm a leader of a team and I show up just like you guys. I show up for you. I show up in the trenches with you. I'm signing newbies while I'm in 500 chats. The excuses that I hear sometimes is mind blowing to me. Here's the thing. I promise you, I always tell people this when they start. If you are willing to show up every day, if you are willing to be coachable, and you are willing to try things out of your comfort zone, those things, seriously, it's those simple of things that will help you succeed in this business. So if you're one of those people that just started and you're not getting any action on your posts, you're not getting any action on your, keep going, okay? Keep going. I promise you it will pay off. The more you show up, the more authentic you are, you're not only creating, right, you're not just posting graphics and hoping that people come to you to buy plexus. You have to create energy on your page. It's a certain energy, right? So like when you create this, I never can find the word for it, but like you're almost creating an ambiance, right? You're creating like this entire thing of like, here's me, here's my life, I'm going to throw some plexus in. People want connection. So remember, when you're going out there tonight, connect with people. If that means you have to get in a conversation and talk about someone's new hair color, or you need to make a post that asks people what their favorite tennis shoes are, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're not getting movement, find ways to get movement. There's always something else you can do. There's always a way you can pivot. So, for instance, okay, I know that there are a couple people on my team that have had, slow months, okay? What have they done? They've started making more reels. They've started showing up more. They've started doing new things. And they've continued to do the things that they know work too, right? So it's a combination of all of those things. You don't just give up and say, this isn't my month, I'll try in the new year. Oh, it's December. Oh, it's this. You guys, it doesn't matter how slow December is, we can make more energy. Okay. We are responsible for the energy we bring to our customers, our team, and if you're not showing high energy, why would somebody want to buy from you? Why would somebody want to be a part of your team? Why would somebody be excited about what you have to offer? If you're just coming and you're like, "Hey, I have this. If you wanted to try it, if not, it's okay." Don't go in. I don't care if you have to fake your confidence. When I started out doing hair, you guys, if you went to cosmetology school, you know they don't teach you anything. Okay, they teach you some feathered mullets and a couple like ways to do highlights. Okay. You have to learn stuff on your own. And I had to fake it till I made it. I had to literally, I remember my first men's clipper cut. I was like, especially, it was like a no guard fade, like an army cut, like a high and tight. And I was like, I do not know how to do this. And I was just like, I'll fake it till I make it. And I was so confident. And did that haircut take me a little longer than it should have? Probably. But did I act like I was nervous? Inside I was very nervous, but on the outside I was like, I got this. I'm going to be so good at doing hair. I'm going to do this. And you guys, I did. And how I did that was I practiced, I learned, I showed up. I was teachable, coachable with my mentors and people I worked with. hey, do this, do that. I suggest you rock the clippers out this way when you do, you know what I mean? Like all of it is the same concept, right? Show up, be coachable, do new things, get out of your comfort zone. I don't want to hear, oh, I don't want to hear my voice on my stories. Shut up. No one cares. No one cares as much as you care. Get on there and do it. Okay? No one is sitting there saying this person's voice is so stupid. The only person that thinks their voice is stupid is ourselves. Okay? I promise. So show up boldly, show up with passion, show up like you mean it, and show up with confidence. And I swear, you guys, if it's not today, if it's not tomorrow, everything you do these next 2 days will matter. It will matter. So don't stop. Okay? Love you.
That we can make more energy. I love that, Kenley. You can make more energy. I love it. I love it. And I love that about the haircut. I can only imagine. All right, who's next?
I can go.
Yay!
Oh my God, that was so good. Both of those were so good. So I'm so mad. I opened up a gift that arrived late today for my kids, and it was from NHL store, like the actual NHL store. And it came with this card that Jeff threw out, and I guess I'm not gonna blame him. It looked like a tag, but it had the best thing written on it. And so when Marianne today was like, okay, if you guys can say something, I was like, oh, the card. And then I went to go get it and it's gone. Okay. But I'm trying to remember what it said, but it basically was like, we are here for you in the it was talking about the new year. I don't know how they package this. Like, this is amazing. This is from NHL. And it was basically like, who is getting up with you in the morning? Who is pushing you? Who is going through it with you? Who is going to, be a part of your new start? Like, it was so good. The way it was written out, it was so, so, so good. It was basically like, look at the people around you and who is lifting you up. Who are you going through life with? And so I always say, listen, we are not trees. We can move. Okay. And so even with now a day and 3 hours left, I want you to, if you have to, this is going to be really, really, really hard. I want you to write down right now, please do not share this. Do not put this in the chat. Do not share it with your sponsor. I want you to write it down, and then I want you to burn it. I want you to write down 5 people that are lifting you up right now and 5 people that are bringing you down. And the 5 people that are bringing you down, it's okay if you're not looking at me and you're writing this down. The 5 people that are bringing you down, I want you to pull yourself away from them at the very least for the next day and 3 hours. Pull yourself away from them. If you are a sponsor and it is someone on your team, they are not showing up, they are not answering you, they are you're ghosting your sponsor, you deserve to be ghosted. That's number 1. If you are a business builder, I don't care what rank you are. I don't care if you're an emerald, a sapphire, or a diamond, or any rank. And if you are not answering your sponsor, you deserve every single person on your team to not answer you. Just so you know that, because you get what you give, right? So if you're not giving, don't expect to get, okay? So I want you to remove yourself from those 5 people. I am giving you permission. Sponsors, do not hate me. If it is your number 1 leg and they are bringing you down, you have permission to walk away from them for the next day and 3 hours, because watch what happens when you change your circle. Watch what happens when now I want you to look, let's get positive here. That was a little depressing. The 5 people that are lifting you up, I want you to write them down. Those are the people I want you to be around. Those are the people that I want you to say, I am going to spend my next 1 day and 3 hours with that person, with those 5 people, because they are bringing me up. There is power in your circle, and your circle should not be big. It should not be big. Your circle should not be more than 10 people maximum. It just shouldn't be. We don't have space as humans to give to more than that many people, right? I mean, if you've got 10 kids, you got to give to them, right? But I mean, when we're talking about our teams every month, if you asked our top leaders on this call, specifically diamonds, I would say, who they spend their end of month with, it's not the same month to month. It's not the same. Our list changes every single month because we go to the people who are positive, to the people who are showing up, to the people who are lifting us up too, you know, so the people who are giving the energy that we are giving, right? We're matching energies, we're matching positivity. So it is okay, you guys, to walk away from that right now. I also want you then to expand that list in the new year. Again, we're not going to sit here and talk about January yet. That's going to be in January. We are end of the month team. But in January too, I want you to expand on that list. And I want you to say, you know, these are the people that, and if it's a sideline sister, you know, if it's, especially if it's a sideline sister, take yourself away from that negativity. This person is not on your team. They are not, listen, this is a business and I know we all love each other, but it is okay to want to make money. That is why we are here, right? So if you're spending time with a sideline sister that is bringing you down, her business is suffering and your business is suffering, and then you guys get together. And Trisha shared this image the other day in the Jewel chat, and it was like two brains, and their brains were like this, and you could see the energy seeping from one brain to another. Like, I want you to imagine that every single time you are around somebody that is negative, you can be around 3 positive people and 1 negative person, and guess how you're going to leave that room feeling? Negatively, because the negative is going to outweigh the positive. It always, yes, Molly said it's draining. It is so draining. And so you're probably thinking, well, this is a great tip. Great. That's really going to help me close a month. It is going to help you close a month. Because when you are surrounded by the people who are there and they are positive and they're breeding this excitement and this action, and they're doing things and they're on this call. And those of you that are showing your faces right now, I want to be in your space. I want to be in your space because you're here. You got your look at Stacey, not the cutest thing you've ever seen. I can't stop watching her because she's smiling the whole time. See, like, that positivity is what attracts you to people, and people want to be around people who are positive. Now, in this business, sometimes we got to get a little, you know, negative in the sense of like, we got to talk business, and sometimes it feels a little negative because we're talking about numbers falling or not hitting goals or things like that, right? But we can turn that into a positive because then we'll get in action, and then all of a sudden we went from negative to positive because we're like, here's our solution. Here's our problem. Here's our solution. Always, always, always have a solution and always have a way out, because your business will thrive when you look to your left and to your right and up and down, and you are literally seeing the people where you want to be. You're like, I want to be where she is. It's not coveting. It's not envy. We know that those are not good things. It is like, it's empowerment. It is inspiration, it is aspiration. It is, I want to be where she is. I see the things that she's doing, and so I want to do those things. And then the last thing I want to say is, if you feel like your team is in a spot right now, you have to look inward. So for this last hour and 3 day and 3 hours, you need to look inward and say, what am I not getting? And what part do I play in this, right? So if you have a team and your team is not moving or your team's not responding, what are you doing? Like, you have to look inward, because we can create that excitement. We can create the momentum. It's just like what Kinley said, like, go make the energy. You can make it. You can create it. We're not faking it. We're not faking it till we make it. We're being genuine. And so, you know, by being on this call, by showing your face, by, you know, leaving upbeat messages to your team, by cheering them on, and by even like goal setting, re-goal setting. If we're looking at it, we're like, oh gosh, I don't know. It's okay to re-goal set, because we can still achieve so much by midnight Eastern, 11:59 p.m. Eastern to be exact. Last thing I want to say is a little spoiler. I know what's coming next month. That no one knows what's coming. No, I don't. I am not showboating here. I'm not showboating. But no one knows what's coming next month, but me. Okay. And has not been announced yet. The Jewels had a call today. It was not announced on the call. The Diamonds haven't had a call on it. I know what is coming, and it's not going to come right away, but it is coming next month. And it is going to be determined based on how you end this month. So I want you to really think about that. I want you to think, if something is coming And yes, there is a big financial aspect to this thing that is coming. Plexus has never done this before. Ever, never, ever. Not even like something remotely close to it, as far as I know, in 6.5 years anyway. Um, and so they're gonna say, well, it's all gonna be based on how we ended on December 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. So you have got to go big or you have got to go home. You have got to figure out how you are going to end this month. And also, you're not going to be finding out about it on January 1st or 2nd or 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th or 8th or 9th or 10th. You are going to have to attend Super Saturday to find this one out because that's where they're going to announce this. It is so big that it's taking forever to work through like the fine details of it because this is the biggest thing I've ever have. When they told us this, I was like, huh? Like, are we still going to be in business? Like, how are we going to do this? So if that doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. But you have got to get into the game. There's going to be no more add 3, get this, add 6, get this, get Nikes, get a hat, get $200, get $600. There's going to be no more of that. That is going away. 1,000% going away. Free reset. Bye-bye. Everything is going away. And it is going to come down to us and our businesses and where we choose to go. And let me tell you, it's going to be seriously incredible. But you have got to finish out this month as strong as possible because you're going to want to go bigger and better in 2025. Little spoiler.
That's so exciting. So with that being said, get your booty registered for Super Saturday. Everybody get registered. Links have gone out. Go get registered. I know a lot of y'all are going to get together locally. So go get registered for Super Saturday ASAP. Get your new people registered for Super Saturday. We need to go like an all-out campaign for that. So I'm so excited. Jen, I love that. I'm thinking through the 5 people. Guys, that's so powerful. And, you know, you might have one in your house, but you can still allow, you know, who you allow to get in that brain of yours, right? Oh, I love it. Okay, Megan, are you going to close this out? Or is Megan, is she on?
I saw her.
I thought I saw her.
There you go. I saw her too.
Megan. Okay, maybe not. All right. Well, you guys, I'm fired up. One day, 3 hours. One day, 3 hours. How are you going to take care of business, unfinished business in 2024? And go make some major momentum. You can create the momentum. You, even if your team, you know, isn't doing it, you can go create the momentum. And guess what? They're going to wake up and they're going to follow you. So it's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. And we have some really fun stuff coming in the new year. Don't forget the reset group, you guys. We're doing a $50 cash giveaway every single week for reset. We've got another fun group that we're going to be announcing. But reset is starting in a week from Monday. So get all your new people in there. Get yourself in there. And it's going to be totally incredible. It's our normal reset group, but it's going to be revamped and even better. So, all right, you guys, Happy New Year. Love y'all. See you next year. Bye.